I'm here at the city's Sustainable Education Garden, which used to be an unused lawn, and it's been transformed into a functional and beautiful water-efficient landscape with innovative stormwater features. We designed this garden with consideration of the watershed. Every drop of rain that falls here in Santa Rosa ends up in the Russian River and the Pacific Ocean. A watershed approach considers the whole natural system. We're not only saving water, we're cleaning and slowing stormwater runoff so it doesn't have a negative impact in our waterways. We're nurturing soil so that it supports plant health and choosing plants that thrive in our region. Healthy soil is alive with beneficial organisms. In the project here, we added compost into the soil before we planted, and there's about 3-4 inches of mulch on top. These materials are going to provide the organic matter that beneficial organisms like fungi and bacteria and earthworms thrive on. The mulch is also going to help keep water in the soil and keep weeds down. The design of the garden was a collaborative approach that involved many stakeholders. We worked with our landscape architect to create the concept designs and then received input from design and industry professionals and comments from the public. We chose regionally appropriate, low water use plants that can thrive in this region, and we prioritized the use of California natives that also provide habitat. A great example of that are the valley oaks that are on the west side of the property, which is right next to Santa Rosa Creek, where there are several species of birds. As those trees mature, the canopy is going to completely cover that area. The upper limbs are going to provide a great perching area for hawks to hunt. There'll be plenty of nesting opportunities for species of songbirds and woodpeckers. The garden includes an outdoor gathering area that also functions as a classroom. We've got several stormwater features, including swales and bioretention and the use of permeable concrete. We've got a rainwater harvesting system, high-efficiency irrigation, and there's educational signage throughout the project. We installed a high-efficiency irrigation system. The brain of the system automatically adjusts to site and weather conditions. We have drip irrigation throughout the project area, and the combination of both the low water use plants and the high-efficiency irrigation system has reduced the water need on this site by 50%, which is fantastic. Landscapes can not only save water, but provide water quality benefits. The nexus is about combining functions to maximize the benefits. A great example of this is the rainwater harvesting system. Rainwater is collected from the roof and used in the landscape, saving water. But there's another function. That tank is slowing the release of the stormwater downstream and reducing impacts to Santa Rosa Creek. Low impact development, or LID as we call it, is a stormwater design approach where features are built into the landscape to mimic the natural function of the site before it was developed. The goal of LID is to try and make the site act like the development never occurred. We have swales on both sides of the project. A swale acts sort of like a small creek. It slows the water down and soaks it into the ground. Plants and soil help clean that water. We have permeable concrete throughout the project area. It's a paved surface that allows the water to go straight through, which is really reducing runoff. And bioretention features in the parking lot. We directed the runoff, all of the stormwater runoff in the parking lot, to these planting areas, which were dug out and filled with structural soil, which is a special soil that allows a lot of water to enter into it and room for plants to grow. Trees do really well in structural soil. The great thing about this is that it didn't require redoing the entire parking lot. When rain falls in the natural environment, it soaks into the ground. When rain falls on rooftops and pavements, it washes pollutants into the storm drain system, which connects to our waterways. This fast-moving runoff can harm waterways and fish and habitat. This project showcases a design approach that considers the whole watershed and is not only beautiful, but functional. Our hope is that folks will come, enjoy the space, and learn.